Hello YouTube, it's your girl me, and I am doing a response video. Our little subtastics. Hey Jahaira, I got around to reading one of your book selections and I just want to weigh in. Breaking Night by Liz Murray. What can I say? I'm going to call this video, I'm going to take it from one of the quotes that Miss Jahaira put in her review of this book. And it was just basically, screw the self-help books. This is it. She was right. 100%. 100%. She kept it 100. This book, now I am the exact opposite of Jahaira. She said she read it. She broke night to read Breaking Night. It took me, I would say, about a week to read this book, because this book is written so well that I had to put it down. It was just too much. It was vivid, very vivid images of what was going down in Liz Murray's life. And I'm just going to probably interchangeably be calling her Sister Liz, because this right here is a ministry. Oh my goodness. I couldn't handle it sometimes. I would read about 20 pages and it would, like, oh my God, I have to put this down. How is this girl going through this? Because she almost takes you from the point of her conception till, after she graduates from Harvard in the epilogue. All I can say is, oh my God. Oh my God. Thank you, Jahaira, I would have never read this book if I hadn't been one of your subtastics. So I am part of your virtual book club. But it took me a week to just really, it was something like, oh my God, this poor girl. That's what I was thinking. But she wasn't thinking that way as she was living it. It was a day-to-day, I almost want to say hour-to-hour survival story. And what's sad about it is there are millions of Liz Murrays in every city throughout the United States. I mean, I fell for just the prose that was in the language she used. Talking about how she wore clothes to the point where they just wore thin. That just, simple things that I take for granted, and I think the majority of Americans take for granted. Taking a shower every day. Because when she would talk about how she would smell and the kids would make fun of her, I remembered, my life. I remember distinctly being in kindergarten, there was this one smelly boy. And I'm thinking, I bet you he was going through something like this. Because at 5 and 6, you shouldn't be smelling hard. That hard smell, But I was like, oh my God. And so, yes, Jahaira, I'm getting rid of a self-help book after reading this book. Because, like you said, at no time did she pity herself. She was just trying to work it all out and process information as it came and it went. And if I ever got a chance to see her in a question answer period book signing type of deal or lecture, I would want to know if she has fully processed what she went through, because there's no way you could process that until probably now, because here she is thinking this was her normal. Because let me just go through the things I've done today that would have been challenging for her. Simple things that would have been challenging for her. Today I heated up leftovers in the microwave. I had some leftover burrito from, a Chipotle restaurant. That means yesterday I spent $5.95 plus tax on a burrito. She had to hustle everything she had to eat. You know, just the nomadic living situation she had to go through daily and nightly. You know, like, she would wait till somebody's parents went to work, and then she would crash in somebody's house until, 3:30. And then she'd be on the streets again, or to the next place, or to the next place. It sounded tiring in the book. Like, really? Sleeping like that, all your worldly possessions are in a backpack. A backpack. It would take me, like, if I were to get a new apartment, I'd have to, it'd probably take the smallest U-Haul truck for me to get it together. And today I ran into the gas station, BP, and bought like a can of iced tea. That would have been a problem for Sister Liz. Like, really? And she never in the book is like, oh, woe is me. But what she did express was, this is getting old. This is tiring. You could just, like, man. And it's a culture, like, let somebody stay at your house for a night. And sometimes the parents knew. And then she'd have to go over here and go over here. Wow. I mean, I was just like, oh my God, this poor, it just, my heart went out to her, like, And what was one of the best points in the book for me was when she finally accepted, I need to get back in high school, I'm going back to high school, and she took the little summer job, and they ended up at, I forget the boy's name, Ken's house. And he was wealthy. And there was a basket of bagels for breakfast. Just a basket. And she just had to crack up like, am I in some kind of, warped society? What's happening? She's never had, I don't want to say access, but somebody give her, like, look at all these bagels lined up. And there was so many, like, little stories like that. Even when she was going for the interview for the New York Times, when they had the buffet, like, spread of, like, bagels and, coffees and orange juices, homegirl took some bagels and put them in her bag. Like, go ahead, Sister Liz, we know. I was like, bravo. You did 4 years of high school in 2 years. I could barely handle high school in 4, just coming home and doing 1 year in the assigned year. I'm like, go ahead, Sister Liz. That's called determination. And so I was just like, thank you, Jahaira. Because I don't think I would have ever been led to this book. And that's the power of our little Subtastic YouTube community. Put something out there. I like it. This should be mandatory reading for some people. Like, it's real. You can feel it. Now, Jahaira, I don't know if I'm going to read the next book for a while. Room is the next one on your list. You like the big books where you're overcoming some extraordinary obstacles. I need a happy-go-lucky book after this, Jahaira. But I want to thank you. Praise be to Sister Liz. Woo! Everything she had to go through. Like, So, yeah. Yeah, YouTube. This was good. Breaking Night. Just, she broke Night. She dealt with everything, her parents and all their ailments, and just I don't want to demean it or diminish it by calling it transient, but this is what I would call a new homeless. People who don't have a home and just go from spot to spot. But she's doing well now, and yeah, this book did what, like 5, 6, 7 goofy little self-help books couldn't do. She just got right to the heart, and it's about a spirit and a passion and just, wow. So that's all I'm going to say, YouTube. Hopefully some other people, some other subtastics, some other book lovers have read this book and weigh in. Bye.